Okay, welcome back to Viking Rogaland. This is the 2nd of February 2021 and it's early in the morning, it's 8:15. I'm sitting here outside in my amazing garden. The garden is a bit, you can see we have a lot of plants, but we don't have a gardener. We have this lovely pool, especially the kids, they enjoy a lot of green herbs for my health and well-being. So here it is, here it is, some part of it. We have a rooster in the background. Now, I just came out from hospital 8 days ago, and this has really been the worst nightmare in my life. It all started with some really bad fungal attacks on my body, on my feet, my legs, my arms, my chest, as you have probably seen. And finally I was able to fight off the worst of that fungal disease by Christmas 2020. But then after a few days we realized that here back on under my shoulder blade on the left side there was growing something there, and it looked like it was a ringworm in the middle. And we tried many things to get rid of this, trying to make a hole through the thing, and it just continued to grow and grow. And what happened in this period is that I suddenly got some kind of mental blocking, so I couldn't eat. I just lost my appetite. And I thought to myself, okay, just eat when you are hungry, don't eat if you're not hungry. So I was actually fasting for many days. I refused to eat. Even if I would like to eat, I couldn't eat. It's crazy. It sounds crazy, but that's how it is. And what happened is that my muscles deteriorated very quickly. I used to have very big, strong muscles everywhere on my body, and especially my arms. Now I can hardly lift my 3-year-old son. It's only fat and skin. And this, I just stayed inside my room here, hoping this will go over. We tried all kind of alternative treatments, and finally I couldn't even stand up after a few days. I couldn't stand up because my legs couldn't support me. It was crazy. And I was around 98 kilograms at the time when all this stuff happened. And I was very happy to achieve that, because my weight has been for many, many years between 105 and 110 kilograms. So, but when I saw this fasting, it was really killing me, and I couldn't do anything about it. I was not able to eat, really. And this stuff on my back, it just continued to grow and grow. It was like a man growing inside my back. Crazy. I'm talking about maybe 8 kilograms. They call it abscess in English. I don't know what to call it. So I'm not very happy about hospitals, and especially not in the Philippines, because here are private hospitals and they look bling bling. There is a foreign. Oh wow, that is it. Oh, that guy surely has COVID-19 because it's a foreigner. It's a lot of racism here. And also I don't have a budget for going on in the hospital. But I became so weak that my girlfriend or wife, whatever you call it, Jailyn, she insisted I go to the hospital, and she told my daughter in Norway, and my daughter in Norway said, I will try to collect some money, so just get them into the hospital. And if I have not been hospitalized at that moment, I would be dead. I wouldn't be sitting here, really. And when I finally managed to get my strength together to try to find a place to treat me, they all refused. One of the surgeons, they said, we can do telephonic consultation. They don't touch people. I mean, they are surgeons. They don't touch people because of this COVID situation. Really crazy, huh? And so I went to, and I knew that I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe them in the test. I believe they are fake. I don't believe they are really test for something as they are supposed to do. So, but finally, I just had to, I was mentally just like in a concrete block almost, like this size. Really, it was crazy. So finally, we were able to find a hospital that was willing to admit me. And then we went there, and I was in total pain, my whole body, everywhere. And I was like, I felt, I was in a room, there was a good aircon in the room, there was an old-fashioned hospital bed, you can lift it up and down and stuff like that. And so they put me on this, of course, the salty water, drip, so you always have some drip here or drip there, you cannot really move around. And I wasn't able anyway to move around, but I was able to turn around. And whatever position I chose, it was burning, and I asked for pain reliever. And the doctor asked me if you would graduate your pain between 1 and 10, how bad is it? I say it's a 9. And this was constantly, I mean, I've been suffering like, and it was like so slowly, everything was so slowly, and I couldn't touch a telephone or anything. I was just in this hellhole for many days and nights, and any position I chose. And then they said, yeah, we're gonna operate you. But then no, because they want extra money, because it was Saturday, and my wife said, we just wait. I said, we should have gone for that first one. She was very positive. She wanted to operate me quite quickly. But then they just kept me there, I think for money really. Took all kind of unnecessary tests. And then they say, yeah, you have fatty liver. Yes, I have fatty liver because I'm overweight and I drink every day. So that is, I know from Norway, they told me, but they say it's not a dangerous fatty liver. But you see, when you have a private hospital in the Philippines, they don't care if it's not dangerous, they want to treat you. So anyway, my wife was there, and we got some people helping me there because I couldn't stand up from the bed. So if I want to go and take, excuse me the expression, a shit, there was a toilet chair in the room, right? I couldn't go to the ordinary CO, that would be impossible for me. But I wasn't able to stand up. So my wife and her friend, female friend who came and stayed with us for a long time there in the hospital, they had to really drag me and lift me up, these young ladies. Lift me up so I could just stand, and then when I would sit down on the toilet, it would give me terrible pain. Even now, it is like it is glass inside my left thigh muscle. So why I'm sharing this is because it gives a lot of perspective when you are in this kind of situation. You really cannot focus on all the problems with Donald Trump and the New World Order, all that kind of bullshit which has been happening. You just focus on getting well, and really to be patient. That is the key word, patient. Because I knew they are ripping me off. Continue, and these doctors, some of them came in. One of them, who is like infection, she doesn't even operate on me. She looks like a diver almost. They have like astronaut suits, and then when she speaks, I cannot even understand what she's saying. And I had already taken this swab test. She said, no, that's not good enough. We're not gonna touch you unless you have the, whatever it's called, that old test, the oldest, most expensive. I mean, it cost 4,000 plus pesos, and I have to pay that one. 4,000 pesos, you can imagine. I think that is like $80. And on top of that, I was on what you call that one, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the antibiotic, the drip there, very, very costly, everything. And almost nothing seemed to happen. And they said, yeah, we're gonna operate you if you don't have COVID-19. I don't even believe that shit exists, so that's another thing. So I had to take that test, even if it cost me so much money. I had to take that test, and they had to send it to Davao from Digos, and it turned out it was negative. It means I don't have COVID. So this lady, she was so focused that I surely have COVID because I'm a foreigner. It's like she was really fucking racist, that woman. So when she realized that I don't have COVID, then they would proceed to operate me finally. But it took a long time, day out, day night, waiting. And I got an expression. They say they are front liners, but some of them I will call front whiners. They are fucking doctors. They are surgeons. They're supposed to help people. But because of this imaginary COVID-19 hysteria, they don't want to cut you. They don't want to save your life. It's crazy. What kind of frontliners is that? It's front whiners, not front liners. Fuck you. Why are you in the medical? Are you such a big sinner that if you die you go to hell? Are you so crazy afraid of die that you cannot work as a doctor, even that is your profession? What the fuck is wrong with you guys, you front whiners? Yeah, okay. So anyway, after many days and a lot of suffering, I was transported into a big operation room, and then I was sedated, so I didn't know what is going on. And then I said, oh yeah, we are done. So at that time I had like 8 kilograms of excess meat inside my back, you can, but it was like turning out. It was like open. It was not covered by skin. It was terrible. And they cut out most of this stuff, and then they left the open hole, so that now my treatment is getting better and better. We're doing it at home now. But in the beginning, they were scraping off, and it's blood and it's pus. It's so disgusting, you cannot even imagine. Oh my God. And yeah. So when I finally get out, after it felt like 1 month, but I was there maybe 13 days in the hospital. I don't remember now. And thank God I got money from my mother and her husband in Norway. They gave me money, so at least, and we borrowed some money from some friends in Davao City. So we were able to pay the bill. It cost me around 120,000 pesos from I was admitted until I was released from the hospital. When I was released from the hospital, they gave a lot of prescriptions to my wife, so of course we spend a lot of money. I don't know how many tablets and pills I take per day, but it was so amazing for me just to get out from the hospital and see the world. Even I had to be wheeled out in a wheelchair, and I could hardly get into the car. Some friends of us had a car and they picked us up there, very lovely. And when I came home, I wanted to get home before the birthday of my boy. His birthday is on January 26th, so I was home like January 25 or something like that. And I was just so exhausted and sleeping, and I was wondering, oh my God, how can I get to the toilet? How can I do this and that? But I have a very lovely bed here with a good size, and I bought crutches. So I was able to stand up and walk a little bit around, even if my left leg is not really useful. So I have been able to go alone to the toilet, but very, very painful while I sit down on that one. I'm crying, screaming and crying. So painful. Anyway, I have a lot of, not a lot, but some very terrible pictures, but I don't really want to show them. It's so crazy with all the blood and pus. Oh, okay. So now is my problem. I'm losing, because my diagnosis was sepsis and abscess on the back, and I don't remember all. I had like 5 diagnoses: fatty liver and some diagnosis that says that my body is not able to pick up proteins. So I'm losing weight. It's crazy. I'm losing weight now, 1 kilogram per day. Yesterday I was 2 days ago I was down to 93 kilograms. Yesterday I was down to 92.00 kilogram on my scale. It's really crazy. If this continues, I'm gonna be dead within a month or so. My body is just getting eaten up. I don't know what is happening. I'm eating ice cream. I'm eating a lot of sugar. I'm eating meat and eggs and everything, and my weight is just plummeting. Of course, I'm happy because I've been overweight for most of my adult life, but I'm not happy if I'm going down to 60 kilo and 50 kilo and 40 kilo and then I'm dead, So this is quite scary for me. Anyway, thank you for your attention, and I will follow up with some more video. Cheers from Digos. God bless you all.